Alright, good morning once again. Today we're going to be talking about Mormonism a little bit. As you can probably tell from the title, it's going to be a little bit informative. So, let's just get started with this really quick. Here I have the Book of Mormon. This isn't necessarily what I'm going to be going off of, but I just figured I'd read it just to get an understanding of, story. And it's, I can't really say it's less believable than any other religious book, but it's definitely something that I disagree with. So what I did was I went and found the history of the church. I got like the first I think there are 5 volumes or something. So I was reading some of those, and the teachings of the Mormon Church are surprisingly, I don't know, that they're just, I don't know, there's some racist stuff in there, and there's some just clearly fake and ridiculous things that I don't know how people reconcile. So I have a little notepad here with some notes on it because there's some quotes that I took out of the book. But I think we're going to start with a main premise of the Mormon Church, a doctrine that they believe, or at least the church promotes, and that specific doctrine is that the doctrine of the Mormon Church is eternal and ever unchanging. So what this means is that if there was some kind of doctrine that said something like the sky is blue, and years later we find out the sky isn't blue, according to the Mormon churches, the sky would still be blue because that's the official stance of the Mormon Church, that their doctrine is ever unchanging. So if they say something that could be construed as racist or anything like that, it's just got to stay the way it is, unfortunately. And I'm sure that many Mormons don't believe in racism. I'm not calling Mormons racist, but I'm just saying that some of the founding principles of the Mormon Church are racist. So let's get into some of that now. We'll start with this, my top point here. According to Mormonism, and this is the official stance of the Mormon Church from what I've gathered, is that African Americans, people of dark skin, or really anyone of dark skin, is a descendant of Cain, and that their dark skin is a curse from God, basically. And until, I believe it was 1978, the Mormon Church didn't allow any members or any people to become priests in the church if they were black or had any black ancestry. And that's, clearly a racist principle of the church. You can't really deny that. That's clearly infactual. But again, if that's their belief that dark skin is a curse from God, I guess dark skin is a curse from God according to Mormons. But to everyone else, it's just plain racist. So we'll move on. There was some prevalent church leaders, and I didn't write the dates down, which, as everyone knows, is important in research work, but I didn't. Two of them actually, Mark E. Peterson and Spencer W. Kimball, are the two that I've quoted here. And the Spencer Kimball one is just a kind of a paraphrasing from what he actually said. Anyways, Spencer W. Kimball was quoted as saying that during conversion trips out west, he physically observed Native Americans become whiter, like their skin color became whiter than their unconverted brethren. And that clearly is impossible because I mean, religion doesn't change your